All right. Good morning, all. So today we go back to cracking our blue machine. All right. So we left it midway for some goddamn reason. Let's go back and fix that, shall we? Hmm, let's fire up our machines, our attack box. Mm-mm. Meanwhile, I also want to install Doom Emacs on this machine, you see, because I really want to get a hang of it. It's a nice tool to have. Okay. Uh-huh. Hey, Mr. No Muscles, how are you, man? Good morning. It's early morning here. How are you? Long time, man. Yeah, I'm great, man. I'm great. Like, I contracted COVID like 2 months ago. After that, I recovered and all. I recovered well, and that's all. Life is going great. Yeah, been a while, man. Been a while. So the idea for today is, I mean, what we are going to do today is we are going to crack a vulnerable machine in called Blue. Yeah, man, I did lose taste. I mean, I was totally out. I mean, I could not taste a single thing. I could not smell at all. I mean, I tried to spray a perfume very close to my nose, but still I couldn't smell anything at all. It was scary. It took me like 2 days to notice that, anyways. How long until it came back? Yeah, it did come back, man. It took me a lot of time, man. It took me like 10, 14 days. You can say like little less than 2 weeks, but yeah, around 2 weeks. What about you, man? How is it going with you? Post Windows gather hashtag. All right. So now we are inside the machine. Now we can apply some post stuff. What I mean is that stuff we can do after we are inside the VM. All right. So that is let's bgh post Windows gather was it gather hashtag. Let's see option session. What session do we have? I think only one session is one. Set session one. Sure, let's run this. John, nah boy, I ain't sharing nothing with you. That's what we got yesterday. Copy this password hash to a file and research on how to crack it. Research on how to crack it. That's not going to work. Okay. There's one more thing that we can do. Uh, um, let's go, John. John. Thunder. I'm sorry. Thunder. Rock you. Okay. All right. And it's going to be 10. We don't have 10, so we make it. What's the input to John when I'm cracking these sort of things? Invalid UTF seen in reading. Both loading hash of data instead. I'm sorry again. I think there's a lot of dust here. Hey, good morning, everybody. Oh, it's a raid. Thank you. Uh, oh my God, too much attention. Who raided, by the way? I'm sorry. GoPro Slow Yo. Hey, thank you so much for the raid, man. Thank you. Thank you, man. Really appreciate it. Thank you. With a party of 22. Thanks, man. Was there a notification, or maybe I need to fix that as well? Hey, good morning, everybody. How are you all? Foot pics for sale. Hey, I know. I followed you, man. I follow you. Big fan of your work. Hey, thanks for the follow. Foot pics for sale and Oreo boy. Thank you. Yeah, actually, Smash 8 Tap told me about you and asked me to check your channel out, which I did, and I find it like interesting, man. Thank you. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, Smash 8, man. Yeah. Thank you so much for the raid, GoPro. Thank you. It's usually very, yeah. So today what we were doing is, so anyways, this is my like second or third raid of my lifetime I've ever got. So what we were doing today is infosecstreams.github.io. Ah, okay. Yeah. I think I have my name in there. Yeah, yeah. Thanks. So what we were doing today is like we were trying to solve this, crack this VM, VM Blue. I think it's called, they've named it Blue because it has this eternal blue vulnerability. So right now it just, we did get access to the machine. Right now we are going around with cracking the hashes that we have generated. It turns out that John the Ripper is no good for this. We do have the hash file already. Here's our hash file. But turns out that John the Ripper is not throwing any results whatsoever at all. So just trying to get my way around it. Let's see if Hashcat can help us out in some way, because John the Ripper isn't helping at all. Okay, let's see. 1000. Let's see what this can do for us. Aha, status cracked. For Is this LQ NA22? What is it? Aha. Okay, I think we are in, boys. Elf, L, Elf, LQFNA. How is that a common password, anyways? But okay, so John the Ripper did not work for some reason. I am actually curious. I need to know why it did not work. Rock you. Huh. Okay, we need to take a note of this. Alright. We need to figure out why John the Ripper wasn't able to work through it. Uncracked John the Ripper .pwd what .hash, I would say. That should be easy to remember. And let's say hash. All right. Hey, Kirkus Virginiana. Thank you for the follow, man. Thank you so much. Thank you. So I'll tell you again what we were doing is that we are trying to crack this VM, a vulnerable VM called Blue. It's a Windows VM, and it has this vulnerability uh, which we can crack using our inter internal Blue. What is it called, anyways? Yeah, we can crack this using the eternal Blue vulnerability by exploiting it. Yeah, that's. Find the three flags planted in the machine. They are not traditional flags, rather, they are meant to represent key locations within the Windows system. Use the hints provided below to complete this room. This flag can be found at the system root. What's the root in? Okay, let's bring back our session. Okay. Hey, thanks for the follow, Darkwiz. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Let's get inside this session. What? Aha. So the first flag is in the system root. All right. Where are we currently? What is system? Okay. Let's flag star. It's not. Cannot find the specified file. CD. Come on, give me. System root is system 32, right? What is it for Linux users? Windows root directory. Is it system 32 or is it administrator user path? What is it? Okay. 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 So they mean the drive directory, I guess. Okay. Uh-huh. Where are we? Okay, there's our flag. Access the machine. Alright, let's go. This flag can be found at the location where passwords are stored within Windows. Nice. So let's see. I think I do not want to Google this. That will be just too easy. I think hash dump dash help. What? Okay. So where are all the passwords stored in Windows? That's again something we honestly need to Google. I'm not that very good with Windows, navigating through Windows machines. I mean, knowing the location of where all these integral files are. Windows hash location. C drive. Windows System 32 config. And System 32. Okay, so remember, boys, it is stored in hashes are stored in yeah, System 32 config. Let's see what else is stored here. A couple of logs. Okay, almost done with this room. This flag can be found in an excellent location to root. After all, administrators usually have pretty interesting things saved. This flag can be found in an excellent location to root. Let's go to the place where let's go to the root directory, shall we? No. I think it's users cd no. Who am I? Hmm, get user info, get system, get sys info. What was it? After all, administrators usually have pretty interesting things saved. So can you found an excellent location to loot. Excellent location to loot. I am going to need. You'll need to have elevated privileges to access this flag. Huh. that is running anti-authority system. Verify. We have escalated to authority system. Have we? We have. We need to get a shell first. It's all right. I'm sorry. Sessions dash L sessions 1. Did it work? Post failed anyways. System cannot find the file specified. Did we mess something up? Let's see. Fail to start exploited and it may be used by another process. Let's for system via technique 1, name pipe impersonation. What does it mean? Technique 1. Technique 1. It's a named pipe from Meterpreter. It creates a run service that runs. Meterpreter has the same opportunity to impersonate the security. Okay. So that is sort of an expected behavior. Will migrate work here? EID is 3068. Migrating from 129 to what was 129 to anyways? Spool SB. Okay. Get system. Are we in? How do we know that we are in? This may take several attempts. Are we? Give me something. How do I know that I have some sort of escalation already? So we did migrate from spool SB to trusted installer.exe. Let's learn a bit more about Metasploit migration. What does it even mean? Gaining RC, remote command execution, and executing a gaining RC and executing a general generated Metapreter payload with Unicorn is migrated. Metapreter process has to be migrated to hide the process to gain persistence and avoid detection. Change the process architecture. Migrate to a more stable process. All right. All right. Okay, so it's mostly about again getting privileges which that process holds, and if the process that we are already in is not stable, I need to dig more what exactly do they mean by stable. I mean, will my connection keep crashing, or how is it going to be? Feel free to open the shell via command shell and run who am I won't work in Meterpreter, right? Who my Let's see what privileges anti-authority system holds. Local system account, Windows admin account. It is the most powerful account on a Windows local instance, more powerful than any admin account. Ah, so we are privileged already. I guess so. Aha, so many things don't work. Okay, I think we already have the privileges. This should be quick. Accident location to loot. Is that enough of a hint? Really? Is that enough of a hint? Excellent location to loot. Yo, hello. Footpicks for sale. I'll never get hang of that username, I'm sorry. Understandable, right? Understandable. An excellent location to loot. And we also need system privileges to reach there. Cannot be in a regular location, somewhere in Windows folder system. System 32 again. System 32. Can't we simply do a find something ls flag star? Fumi. Can't we think? Think. Hmm. What is an excellent loot location? Come on. Will Google tell me? Hmm. Top 5 loot spots in Livik in PUBG. Hmm. Nope. Is that a hint? Is that italics? Everything is italic. Windows Administrator Directory C drive. Is it in C drive? User folder root somewhere? C drive. C drive. Really? Shouldn't be that hard. Aha. No. Oh, I think I remember how I answered this. Just tell me that I'm not committing any stupid, foolish mistake and I'll be on my way. Actually, honestly speaking, it's been a while, but I plan to redo the room because I didn't take the notes the first time I did it. Actually, I'll be very honest. I'm really bad with Windows. I do not appreciate the operating system at all. I mean, I have almost never used Windows. Honestly, I mean, uh, I do not blend well with it. That's why if you'll ever check out, I mean, most of my rooms are incomplete because they have windows involved in some way or the other. I don't know, man. This is John. Yeah, it's very unintuitive. That's what I'll say. The entire operating system is very unintuitive. Um, I wish I could get away with Windows, but unfortunately, I cannot. There's no administrator directory. I just need to go somewhere where only administrator has the permission to view the contents of that folder. So that has got to be a special folder. Cannot be users or John or something. It has got to be a specific folder. I mean, I can Google right away, but let's just spend a little more time. It's all right. I know I'm wasting more time than I should. What user folders were there? There's this John folder. Are you dropping a hint? There's this default user. Is default admin user? No. John. John is a regular guy. Anyways, how do you get to know? Who owns these directories? Let's see. Default user Windows directory. So the question is that, I mean, it's a little vague. This flag, I need to find a flag, and that can be found in an excellent location to loot. I don't think that it's a good enough hint. Excellent location to loot. Where can that be? Um, I it, and what was the second part? Oh, that's nothing. After all, administrators usually have pretty interesting things saved. What folders do most users save things? Most users save things. Home folder, right? Or is it a public folder? No. I'm actually lost, honestly. What folders contains things from what you can see? I've always been bad at picking up hints. Desktop, from what you can see. Don't tell me desktop. Don't tell me. Desktop, from what you can see. Yeah, I'm looking at size. Uh, it's but mostly I can see through the size, but I think that because of the links that I'll show you what I mean to say. For instance, so documents folder. I mean, the size doesn't say much because it's just it will tell you whether there is something. Fuck, man. Documents it is. Documents it is. Actually, what I mean to say is that the size of these directories, it doesn't say much about the actual content of this directory, except for zero and non-zero. I mean, there's not much information there. Admin documents can be valuable. Too many hints were dropped actually. Let's go back. Does this make sense? So it's users John documents. Yeah, I wouldn't look in the directories that have zero. Yeah, that's true. Was I looking? No, no, I wasn't looking at those directories, right? I was looking in desktop and all, and the oh my, oh, I'm sorry. How did I miss this? Wait. I wasn't looking. Oh my, wait, hold up, hold up. No, honestly, I did keep that in account, but somewhere along the line, I switched. Hold up. I was keep. Wait, man. Yeah, one of the desktops were was a non-empty file. I mean, I was looking at and I was looking at most likely some other user. Okay, okay, I got confused. Yes, you're right. Yes, you're right. Yes, you're right. Damn it, it was documents all along. All right, so we are done with this room. It wasn't that hard except for this last part, which wasn't that hard by itself. So let's see what more do we have here. You reminded me on how to answer this one. It's been months since I've done this. Yeah. What's your profile here on tryhackme.com? I haven't checked out your profile here. Ah, okay. Foot foot pics for sale. Ah, sure. I think that's how the URL goes, right? P. How does it go? Hold on. Yeah, it's P, right? P. Okay. P there. Foot pics for sale. If you haven't added your 8 people yet, if you haven't yet added your 8 people, what? 8 people? I'm sorry. Who are those 8 people? Uh, uh, Track me only lets you send out 8 friend requests. What? Why? That is weird. Alright, I have added you. And one of those tryhackme.com, but you can accept any number. Ah, okay. It's cool, it's cool, it's cool. But that is actually weird, like really weird, because people do spam each other, or I don't know. Anyways, yeah, I'm sure that they have thought about it well before, uh, coming to this conclusion that they have to keep this limit of 8 friend request only. Anyways, might be some reason. Anyways, let's go back. So enough with the cracking VMs. Exploit Jenkins to gain an initial shell, escalate your privileges. Windows, Linux. Added. Yeah, nice, nice man. Okay. Okay. Before this, I want I want to do a couple of. I want to learn something new. Let's see. Buffer overflows are used in many that we use against vulnerable services. However, Windows buffer overflow vulnerabilities. Oh, all right. So this is where we learn stuff. So I'm okay with learning stuff on Windows. All right. Let's deploy our VM. I'm very hesitant in working with Windows machines. Personal, I have this sort of personal inhibition. I need to get around it though. Let's wait for this. Yeah, 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 sure. But yeah, but before above that practicing thing, it's more important to let go of that inhibition or that sort of a little bit of hatred for Windows. Only then you're going to actually absorb everything you practice. Some weird philosophy I have, just let it be. Yeah, man, it's very annoying. So actually, for that to actually beat my reservations against and become Windows expert. Yeah, to actually beat those reservations I have against Windows. Actually, I have uninstalled Linux on my machine. So this is actually a VM. If you haven't noticed, I think you might have. Yeah, it's a VM. So it's a VM on top of Windows. So again, I'm trying to get hang of Windows. Let's see how far we go. I'm not not very far, I believe. Okay, let's SSH won't work, right? Another wait. Yes, sure. This room uses a 32-bit Windows 7 VM with Immunity Debugger. What is Immunity Debugger? It's a powerful new way to write exploits. So it has inbuilt whatever this is pre-installed. Windows Firewall and Defender have both been disabled to make exploit writing easier. Thank you so much. It's never gonna happen in real life though. But alright, let's work with what we have. And what is up with this theme of 2memax, man? 2memax background color. Mega theme back. Scanning is almost, it's like 40% complete. Let's go. Okay. Let's read this. We'll do that later. You can log on to the machine using RDP with the following credentials. I suggest using X free RDP. Do we have that in our attack box? Bye bye X free RDP. Okay, we do have it. X free RDP user's passwords is ignore machine IP. What is this work area? Salt ignore. Wait, I'm sorry. We cannot run this here. Because there's no display there. Ah, come on. Hello, Nerf Blocks W. How are you? Indeed, we are having a really good day. So, in months, finally, I've been rated by a fellow streamer. I have got a lot of traffic, a lot of viewers. One of them is Footpicks for Sale, and she's following along my whatever I'm doing, and that is a rare sight though. So yeah, it's a good day. It's really a good day. What about you, Nerf Vlogs? How are you? Okay, we are inside. If Windows prompts you to choose a location for your network, choose the home option. If all the computers on this network are at your home and you recognize them, this is a trusted home network. Okay. Your computer is discoverable and you can create or join a home group. Sure. On your desktop, there should be a folder called Vulnerable Apps. Inside this folder are a number of binaries which are vulnerable to simple stack-based buffer overflows. The type taught on PWK. What is a PWK course? PWK is a penetration testing training course designed for information security. So it's just like another OSCP sort of course. Okay. The SLMail installer, the BrainPan binary. There's a BrainPan. Please remember that it's a VM. Okay. Let's say we'll figure it out what all these things are later. I believe all good so far. Doing some research on programming. I'm fairly new to it, but I love it. Ah, great man. I mean, if I could be of any help, I'll be glad. I'll be really glad. If you want, like, you can check. And I'd be glad to help you out after streams whenever you want, man. I love that. So it's wait. Hey, thanks for the follow, Nerf Blocks. So if you want, you can join our Discord channel as well, and we can discuss further about whatever you need to know about programming. I mean, specifically, if you want, you can check out the what's that past project section, because it is why I'm saying this is because it has a lot of nice projects which will like I believe people will admire them, those projects. Do check them out, man. Okay, the do stack buffer overflow good. A custom written OSCP binary which contains 10 buffer overflows, each with a different EIP offset and set of backcaches. I've also written a handy guide to exploiting buffer overflows with the help of Mona. It does not teach buffer overflows from scratch. It is intended to help OSCP students and bring. Okay, thanks to Mojo Dojo. So the order is messed up, man. I need to learn more about buffer overflows before I can continue with this. Uh, Hold up. Just a moment. Just a moment. Okay, so we are back. So let's look for hey footpicks. Footpicks. Are you still there, man? Oh, thanks, man. You're so kind. I appreciate it. I have some basic knowledge on C, but I feel a little overwhelmed with information. Any recommendations on how to start? Uh, First, maybe. It, Thanks for hanging out for picks. Um, do you know any buffer overflow rooms? Just give me a second, Flux, please, which I can complete before proceeding with this. I believe that I can search them by myself. Give me a moment, Flux, please. Buffer overflow. So this one is okay, it's no, not this one. Uh, it's cool. I just want to get my hands on it because these guys have explicitly mentioned that please note that this room does not teach buffer overflows from scratch. So I did complete a couple of buffer overflow problems in C, and I wrote a bit of shell code as well and all. Hey, come on. This room is buffer overflow prep. No, no, no. This room is buffer overflow prep, but this is the one which is asking me to have some prior knowledge of buffer overflows. I do have some prior knowledge, but since it's a Windows machine and all, I don't know how different it is going to be, honestly speaking. And I actually want to brush up my concepts with buffer overflow. I mean, I do know what buffer overflow is and how it works. It's a really nice concept. Yeah, yeah. This is actually buffer overflow prep room. So it's a really nice concept, man. I think you should actually try. So I did try buffer overflow on a Linux machine back before I even knew try hack me was a thing. I mean, like 3 years ago. Smash is good with everything actually. I remember writing some code on buffer overflow somewhere, sometime. Where is it? Hey, before you leave, footpicks, footpick, footpicks. I want you to check it out. All right. So it's something which back then I was a kid and I was trying my hands on it. It's just some fun, fancy stuff I want to check you out. I want you to check out. So it just actually, yeah. Okay. Just check it out, man. I'll meanwhile just give a little bit, provide some help to Nerf blocks. Okay. Sure. Just give me a moment. I'll help Nerf blocks. Okay. So I have some basic knowledge on C, but I feel a little overwhelmed with information. So Nerflox, what do you want to start with? I mean, have you decided upon any language? Like, do you want to continue in C or you are language agnostic and you can try your hands? You're open to trying with new different languages. What about it? If that is the case, I mean, I can suggest a couple of languages which are like really good for beginners. I'm super hungry right now. Okay, let's see. Do we have rooms at all? Footpicks, sometimes I believe that things are not in order in Try Hack Me. You see, here I really want to do this room, but I do not have any prior knowledge, and I have completed all the prior rooms in this path. You see, just leave them. These are just VMs. We can just leave them. But still, the first room in buffer overflow exploitation, and still I need to have some prior knowledge, which I'm looking for, man. From where can I get? Aha! Did I miss this? I thought all the web app stuff in the beginner path would prepare me for pickle Rick. Ah! Oh, let me. Yeah, man. Yeah, you're totally right, man. Let me show you something, man. So let me show you something. So this is my complete beginner path, and guess what? Guess what? You see this? You see this? You see this? It did not prepare me for Pickle Rick, man. It did not. I'll get back to it at some time, sure. But it did not. It certainly did not prepare me for Pickle Rick. I'm open to everything. I heard C++ and Java are popular, so it will help me with libraries and videos online and stuff. Let me hear your opinion on languages. So, Nerf blocks, I would like strongly suggest that if you are a beginner and you're trying to get your hands on learning new languages, I will suggest just two languages, and these are C++ and Python. Okay. So you need not worry much about Java because it shares a lot of syntax with C++. So don't worry much about Java. but you must know C++ and you must know Python. I mean, these two languages are really important. So with Python, I'll give you a brief overview. So with Python, it's more like it's a very easy language to understand and learn and to get started with. But it is super slow and it will not give you enough control over things. So this control word is really important and I'll not be able to explain it right now. You need to learn a little bit more to understand what that is. But with C++, how it is it will provide you with immense control about whatever you do. Okay, but at the same time, that's what makes C++ complex but fast. It is way faster than Python. Like I believe 5 to 10 times faster than Python, I believe. It's like really fast. But if you really want to get started, I would strongly suggest to start with Python. You can keep C++ on a back burner, but Python is like really important. And it's really easy for you to understand as well. For you to really, I think tutorial point, oh, okay. Learn X in Y. So when I'm super lazy, I'll tell you about some material, okay? When I'm super lazy and I want to get a lot of things about a new language is real quick, this is what I do. Just do check it out, man. If you have more questions, just get back to me, man. I'll be really happy to help you out. Okay, so footpicks. So I did find this room, all right. Buffer overflows. In this room, we aim to explore simple stack buffer overflows without any mitigations on. Again, it's Linux 64 though. Put X for sale, but okay, some issue with mentioning users. I don't know why and what. Start the VM. So we are going to not talk about buffer overflow prep for now. No, we are going to brush up our concepts on this Linux machine. Why can I not start this machine? Sure, man. Nerf blocks. I mean, you can contact me on any time on Discord. I'll be really happy to help. There's this channel called Programming on my Discord. I mean, I'll be happy to help you out, man. Join this room. Start. Uh-oh. You can only deploy a maximum 3 machines at a time. How many machines do I have deployed anyways? Uh-oh. I'll be turning off mic for a while because I need to do something about breakfast, alright? Till the time it boots up. 20 seconds. No problem. I'll be lurking. Sure, man. Thanks. I'm super hungry. I'll be ending the stream in like half an hour. How long? I need to hit the gym and I need to have breakfast most above all. So I'll get back later today, 12 hours from now. I'll get back. But right now, we just have another half an hour to. I just need to. Yeah, I'll just go eat after half an hour, alright? I need to make a call, make a quick important call. I'm still here, I'm still streaming. Don't go, please. Uh, Turn off the mic. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, our machine is all fired up. I need to. Can we figure out whether a particular machine is Windows or Linux? I mean, we can certainly nmap it right away, right? To find that out. Okay, it is indeed Linux. So, okay, user one password, user1 at user1 password, user1 password. Okay, when a program runs on a machine, the computer runs a program as a process. Current computer architecture allows multiple processes to be run concurrently. While these processes may appear to run at a time, a computer actually switches between the processes very quickly, make it look like they are running at the same time. Switching between processes is called context switch. Since each process may need different information to run, the operating system has to keep track of all the information in the process. The memory in the process is organized sequentially and is the following layout. Uh-huh. 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 User stack contains the information required to run the program. This information would include the current program counter, save registers, and more information. The section after the user stack is unused memory, and it is used in the case the stack grows after the user stack. Okay. Here, library regions are either statically, dynamically link libraries that are used by the program. The heap increases and decreases dynamically depending on whether a program dynamically assigns memory. Notice there is a section that is unassigned above the heap, which is used in the event that the size of heap increases. Oh damn. Hoo hoo. Hold up. Okay. The program code and data stores the program executable and initializes variables. Where is dynamically allocated memory stored? Very hard. Oh, where is information about functions, local argument stored? User stack, shared library regions, runtime heap which grows upward. Hmm. Stack bottom at higher memory address. A program would usually comprise of multiple functions, and there needs to be a way of tracking which function has been called and which data is passed from function to another. The stack is a region of contiguous memory address and it is used to make it easy to transfer control data between functions. The top of the stack is at the lowest memory address. The stack grows towards lower memory address. Pushing used data, alright. What direction is this track grown? Okay. Hey, Footpicks, you still there? Uh, all this assembly reminds me of one other thing which I love. Hey, so I want to introduce you to this project of mine, which I truly loved. So actually, all this assembly reminded me of this. Just go there, just take a glance at the README. Okay, just take a glance. Do not go through it. Like, do not just skim through it. Do not get into the details, but just check out the GIF and all, and you'll understand what it is about. I love this, man. I love this. I'm particularly proud of this, actually. Just give me a moment. Yeah, I'm back. Okay. Yeah, man, it's incredible. I loved this project, man. So this I completed like an year ago. Yeah, exactly an year ago. So it was all written in assembly. So this buffer overflow brings me back to that. I mean, it was incredibly hard. I was making this. I was trying to explain this to somebody yesterday as well. It was like incredibly hard to do for someone who did not know about assembly before that, did not know much about assembly before that. But it gave me a lot of insight about how things work and how to write code in assembly. I mean, but the best part is that I loved the granular control that I had over the entire thing because because high level languages have just layers, loads and loads of uh, layers which you cannot see, you cannot understand what's going on. I mean, the uh, actual working is very hard to understand, and yeah, the exact same thing I was telling to uh, over the Nerf blocks that why he should go with C++ than Python when he's at least an intermediary level of understanding programming. Anyways, back to work. Procedure continued. The explanation assumes that the current point of execution is inside the calc function. In this case, calc is known as the caller function and add is known as the callee function. The following. Hey, thank you for the moral boost, man. The following represents the assembly code inside the calc function. Okay, let's see. I need to learn assembly lol. So many things to learn and not enough time. You're right, man. I mean, if you ever try to learn assembly or or you ever stream about assembly, please, if you can, if you remember, just give me a heads up on Discord or somewhere. I'll definitely join in, and if I can, I'll help you out. The explanation, okay. Sure, man. You're actually also. I really appreciate you hanging out through the entire stream, like helping me out with this stuff. Uh, okay. Push Q RBP. Okay. So there is a tad difference between what I wrote, between this program that I wrote and this code that I'm following, and that difference is. So this was written for 32-bit architecture, i386. Okay, and this buffer overflow, which I'm trying to understand, is written on x84 84x64 architecture. So I need to revisit the mnemonics for this architecture again to understand what's exactly going on. So the mnemonics are slightly different here. You see? So let's x84 it 86 x64 mnemonics. x86 64. Oh, nice. Exactly what I was looking for. Push Q is not here. What does push Q mean anyways? Move Q is there. Push Q is in there. Oh my eyes. So push Q is, how is it any different from push? Ah, here it is. Then there are no memory operands on guess and first the operand size from the size of destination. 80 bytes. Okay. Ah, okay. Okay, move RBP to RSP. Restore the base pointer. We subtracted 0x18. Why? So 0x18 is 1624. Hmm. 4 dot 1. Now 2 is RDI. Sorry. Okay. Why did they use different sizes? Okay. Where is the addition going on though? Where is the addition going on? Call Q sim dot add. Okay, here is sim dot add anyways. Ah, ah, okay, okay, sure. Here it is. Okay. That function is invoked using the call operand in assembly. In this case, call q sim.add. The call operand can either take a label as an argument, that is a function name, or it can take memory address as an offset to the location of the start of the function before call. Sorry. in the form of call value. Once the add function is invoked, the program would need to know what point to continue in the program. To do this, the computer pushes the address of the new instruction, next instruction on the stack. In this case, the address of the instruction on the line that contains move well. We need to know what point to continue the program. Okay. After this, the program would allocate a stack frame for the new function, change the current instruction pointer to the first instruction in the function, and change the frame pointer to point to the start of the new frame. Alright. Okay. Okay. Once the function is finished executing, we will call the return instruction retq. This instruction will pop the value of the return address of the stack, deallocate the stack frame for the add function, change the instruction pointer to the value of return address, change the stack pointer to the top of the stack, and change the frame pointer to the stack frame of cal. Okay. Now that we have understood how control is transferred through functions, let's take a look at how data is transferred. We save that function take. The calc function takes 2 arguments. Up to 6 arguments for functions can be stored in the following registers. RAX is a special register that stores the return value of the function. Okay. There is an R8 register. What are the names of the new x86 registers? Phoenix 264-bit. R8 through R15. Alrighty. We can see that the caller function may save values in the registers, but what happens in the callee function? Okay. This is where push A comes into the picture, right? To ensure the values are not overwritten, the callee function first save the values of the registers on the stack frame. Use the registers and then load the values back into the registers. The caller function can save the values on the caller. The caller function can also save the values on the caller function frame to prevent the values of. Here are some rules around which registers are called. Registers are caller. Registers of caller and callee are saved. Rex register is caller saved. Are called saved. Okay. So far, this is a more thorough example of the runtime stack. Okay, endianness. In the above program, you can see that binary information is represented in hexadecimal format. Different architectures actually represent the same hexadecimal number in different ways, and this is what is referred to as endianness. Let's take a value of, here the least significant value in the right is the rightmost value, 78, and the most significant value is little endian, is where the values are ranged from the least significant byte to the most significant byte. Actually represent the same hexadecimal number in different ways. Little endian, big endian. Okay, here which value requires at least a byte to represent as part of multi-byte object. So over aha, this is going to be fun. Now that we have looked at all the background information, let's explore how the overflow actually works. If you have to, if you take a look at the overflow one folder, we are in, right? We are in. Okay, we are in overflow one folder. Now that we have looked at all the information, let's explore how the overflow actually works. If you take a look at the overflow one folder, you'll notice some C code with a binary program. Your goal is to change the value of that integer variable. From the C code, you can see that the yo Footpix, I summon you again. Wanted to share my wisdom. From the C code, you can see that the integer. I thereby grant you the wisdom I have accumulated over the years of persistence and enough. Okay, enough. All right. So I would strongly recommend. I mean, I know I'm bombarding you with a lot of stuff. All right, I know that. But if and then whenever it is, if you find time, I would strongly recommend to you that you read this book, man. Hacking the Art of, if you haven't already. So this book is incredible. I mean, I learned about buffer overflow through this book, and it was incredible. I mean, it hands down one of the best books I have ever read in hacking and everything. So, yeah, a few people have mentioned this book. Oh my God, it is just such a lovely book. So I have, yeah, they do mention buffer overflow, man, in detail actually. I think they have covered almost everything about buffer overflow. So this kind of reminded me about that book that I read. So it just, oh, amazing, man. I think, okay, again, I'm going to bombard you again with some stuff. Okay. Um, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where did I keep it, man? Annihilator, sneaky. No, what was it? Art, art, art. No. No. Okay. So the luck was on your side. I cannot find that code at the moment. So, anyways, that was in that code. In that repository, I made notes of this book in while I was experimenting with buffer overflow. So I wrote down all the code and all. It was nice. Anyways, I mean, you should actually. I mean, if you find time, man. I mean, I love this book. I cannot emphasize it any further, but I love this book. Just amazing. Anyways, I'm sorry, I won't bother again. Maybe, maybe I won't. Let's get to work. From the C code you can see that integer variable and character buffer have been allocated next to each other. That's true. Yeah, I always hear it being recommended. Yeah. I think many people would have loved it. So if you find time, just go through it, man. You'll not regret investing your time reading it, or you will not get bored. I usually get bored, but I don't think you will be bored. Okay, from the C code, you can see that the integer variable and character buffer have been allocated next to each other. Since the memory is allocated in contiguous bytes, you can assume that the integer variable and character buffers are allocated next to each other. Note, this may not always be the case. With how the compiler and stack are configured, these variables are allocated. When variables are allocated, they would need to be aligned to a particular size boundaries to make it easier for memory allocation deallocation. So if a 12-byte array is allocated where the stack is aligned for 16 bytes, this is what the memory will look like. Alrighty. The compiler would automatically add 4 bytes. Oh my god, my stomach is growling now. I cannot I cannot bear the hunger anymore. So how long did we stream today? Around 2 hours, alright. I'll honestly have to leave now. I need to hit the gym. I have to go to work. My work starts from 2 hours from now. Before that, I need to uh, take care of the daily chores. Need to eat. Need to go to gym. Need to work. So we'll get back in like after 12 hours. After I'm done working, so we'll just get back to. We'll get back to work. Raid Zero X Suns. Uh, is he? Oh, can I raid people? Oh, can I? How many viewers do I have right now? I'm sorry, Footpix. How do we keep a How do you keep a count of how many viewers do I have? Okay, let me open my stream manager and all. I'll definitely raid, man. This is the first time I'm going to raid anybody, anyways. So let me see if anybody is online. Oh, the feeling of theater that wrote it. How do you see that? Always rate at the end of your stream. Sure, man, sure. To be very honest, I never had enough viewers to raid anybody. I'm going to check it out. Zero Exchange, Twitch. Actually, I never had enough viewers to raid anybody. So I never did. Oh, I found this guy Zero Extends. I would raid with 2-3 viewers when I first started out. Ah, um, my brother told me to always raid, so I was like, okay. Yeah, sure, man. Thanks for passing that wisdom to me. Even I will raid. Okay, raid channel. So I have 10 viewers right now. Oh my god. Is it for real? There are 10 viewers right now. Damn. I'm famous already, man. Okay. Zero extends. Uh-huh. Okay, that's how you do it. Raid zero extends. Is it, will it work? I'm actually using Restream, so I am not sure. Oh, used raid zero extends. Oh, did I? So how should I? Okay, hop in into his channel. Okay, okay, let's hop in into his. Okay. Uh, um, um, um,
Unofficial terminal type. Okay. Oh. So we're gonna export shell is equal to bash.
oh, yeah, you'll hit the raid button when it pops up at the tab.
And we're gonna export term, right?
So did I raid?
Equal to
It's hands.
screen 256 color and STTY res.
You didn't raid yet. Okay, okay, let's try it out one more time, alright? Oh, I did type the raid, right? Okay.
Yes.
Something went wrong. Try running that quick action.
Rose is going to be.
Yay!
Thank you for the. Oh, host. How's it going, peoples? Thank you, Hackback. Appreciate it. 40 and then columns was 79 columns. Is it gonna be different now? Ain't much, but it's honest work. Hey, it's appreciate. Hey, foot pics for sale. I'm in your Discord, I think. Is it only feet, right? So you're saying was 79 columns? Is that should I double check by doing Control C and backgrounding it again? Uh-oh. Was it not Control Z? No, I don't. All right, we'll just do the and then rows 40, columns 78. That was it, right? Yeah, and then we hit enter. And then we I mean, it didn't match the colors or anything, but it's doing something.
Okay.
Who knows? I'm not sure how to done because you'd forget. Thanks. Oh wait, back to hacking now. Much nicer shell. Yes. So let's go ahead and do our Python server, and then let's go ahead and wget. Except this time, let's maybe do it in a place where
Alright,
actually
so I
create
think I
files.
can quit my stream now.
I always want to do 10.10.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
8,000 /linpeas.sh, and then we can go